Hi, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Here we go.
So Detroit will get the first possession. Now Irving. Beasley the screen. Shot from the top of the key. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
And the first of many to come. Explosive offensive talent on both sides.
Boy, I tell you what, that's going to be like a pinball machine, the way that scoreboard's going to light up.
Here's Wembanyama. And here's Leonard from three. And he's good on the three ball.
Ball getting rid of it in a hurry. Nice quick release that time.
Outside Irving. Sinks the three-pointer. Irving's got 5 now.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Now here's LeBron. There's the drive. And LeBron throws it down hard.
Tell you what, just add that one to the highlight reel, James. Is truly one of the greatest slam dunkers of all time.
Beasley into the lane. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Slick crossover move. The defense had no way of keeping up.
Detroit's shooting their first foul shot of the game. You know, you were talking about Giannis. He can put up 30 a game without taking many shots from the perimeter. And that's a tall order these days, especially because he gets doubled every single time. Pass to Sampson. Oh, he just jams it right over LeBron. Wow.
Check out Sampson slamming it down. So it doesn't take much for him to reach up there. At 7'4", he can almost dunk flat-footed.
Now, here is Russell. On deep, James. It's good from long range. 5 points in the game.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Beasley for 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Russell. And it's Bradley with the rebound. Kicks it out to Beasley. 1:19 left to play in the first quarter. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
1:16 left to play here in the first. For 3, Beasley. Chicago grabs the miss. Russell with it. Just 5 on the clock. To the middle. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
The ball goes to the away team.
.44 seconds left here in the first quarter. Irving drives in. Oh, and he pops it off the glass. Wow. And another turnover here by Chicago. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. For 3, Beasley traps in the tray. Beasley's got 8 points.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Russell from long range. Good D by Irving.
and not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
I tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
And so is Detroit. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from Detroit?
They came in on a mission, razor-sharp offense in that first period.
Yeah, I agree. That was a flawless offensive performance so far. I mean, the shots have been falling. They're making good decisions. That's a nice recipe there.
Beasley with a clean look. Buries it from three-point range. Beasley's got the lead up to 11 now for Detroit. Also from deep three-point territory. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Outside Irving. From downtown, Victor Wembanyama grabs the rebound. Takes the three. They get the rebound. Giannis on the foul.
How about using that 7'3" wingspan of his to gobble up offensive boards? Antetokounmpo making it happen on the glass.
Now here's Beasley. 11 points in the game. Kicks it out to Bradley. A three-pointer is right on target. Bradley's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Chicago trails by 12. Here's Russell, and it's sent back by Irving.
And not many guys Irving's size are this good at blocking shots. Takes incredible timing and athleticism.
Now, here is Irving. Over Beasley. A nice shot by Irving. Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. Pass to Bradley. Outside Irving. And he dunks it down.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Here's Avdia. His three-pointer's off the mark. And Beasley has the ball here for Detroit. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. The shot by Markkanen, nobody around. Another three for Detroit.
Yeah, and there's no substitute for determination. Markkanen, once he sets the pick, rolls with force and purpose.
Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. Detroit leading by 13. Puts up a deep three. Another three for Detroit. And here is Irving. .112 left here in the second. From outside the arc, Sampson pulls it in.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Here's Beasley. 14 points for him. Off target from three-point range. Miles with it. Beasley covering. And that's an intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Detroit shooting just their second attempt at the line tonight.
You talk about footwork in the post, I think Mikal is without peer. And it takes a lot of practice to refine the footwork that he has. That's dedication to your craft on full, fruitful display.
Now, here is Russell. Detroit, no good that time either.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
And again, Chicago, no good. Detroit leading by 17. There's the pick. Stolen by Avdia. And now Avdia pushing it up, and no one back to stop him.
Great idea to pull up and take the transition three there. D was in position to block his path to the hoop if he took it inside.
Thomas a screen with one on the clock, and then Thomas with the jam.
And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the finish.
And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Detroit leads by 16. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Avdia's got the first basket of the third quarter for Chicago. Right wing. McHale outside. The three. Buries the long-range jumper.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom.
And stolen by Thomas. Outside, Russell puts up a deep three. Rebound, Julius Erving. Chicago trails by 16. Miles with it. And it's McHale picking him up. And finished off by Miles.
You know what? This guy's never lacked aggression. Miles is a big fan of that head-on approach, driving hard to the bucket as soon as he gets a chance.
And finished off by Miles.
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it.
I agree. I mean, now's when they need a spark the most.
And that one's good. Russell.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Drains the three-pointer. Avdia's got a pair of threes now here in the third for Chicago.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
Thomas a screen. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Pass to Smits. It's good. The assist that time from McHale. And Detroit leads by 15.
It's important that you have big men who can shoot in this day and age, and this guy can really stretch the floor.
And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for Detroit. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. It's Thomas on the wing. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. So it's Chicago now. Erving for three. Detroit with the rebound.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Inside. Dikembe Mutombo grabs the rebound. Chicago trails by 15. And here's Miles outside. Knocks down the three ball. Miles has got 7 now in this quarter. Pass to Russell. Erving with the steal. Fires from way outside. Here's Smits. 6 to shoot. And here's Miles outside. And it's Smith with the rebound. Detroit leading by 12. And Thomas has it in the corner. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Now here's Miles. 9 points in the game so far. Pass to Smits. Now here's Mutombo. And the lead is down inside single digits. Mutombo's got his first 3 points of the game. Thomas outside. Good on the three-point shot. And Detroit leads by 12.
I tell you, he has some impressive moves in his repertoire. That's as good as it gets, but just one of many.
And so it's Detroit, up by a dozen here at the end of the... And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Now Russell puts up a three, and another three for Detroit.
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on defense.
No good from Irving.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling and he still misses, boy, he wishes he had that one back.
Now here's Thomas. Shoots the three. Good on the triple.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
Pass to Mutombo. The three. And it's rebounded by Dr. J, Julius Irving. From deep, Miles. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist.
I like the offensive awareness to exploit that lack of coverage on that play.
McHale looking for an opening. Outside, Russell. Out left to the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Detroit needs to get off the shot. And it's Smith's missing. Chicago trails by 15. And now they decide to foul intentionally. A different look here for Detroit.
First team foul.
About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. And here's Leonard from 3. And again, Chicago. No good. Here's Bradley. Look at that.
Oh, my goodness. Watch out.
And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Rising and punching it. That was an angry finish.
He wanted that dunk to stand out for sure.
And I'd say it did, guys. I mean, you can see that by the way the guys on the bench exploded when it went down.
And early on, Markkanen has demonstrated how efficient he is from that range. Have to run him off the line.
The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You know we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Team foul. Russell. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Beasley. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by Giannis. .132 left in the game. Russell with the bucket.
Russell.
Detroit leading by 15. There's the triple. The shot's good from Irving.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
Now Beasley, after LeBron's three-pointer that didn't go. Bradley can't get it to go.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide-open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
James wide open. Off target from outside. There's 48 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Three-pointer, Markkanen. Chicago grabs the miss. From the arc. And LeBron James good for 3. 34 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Markkanen from outside. Offensive rebound. Beasley for 3. It's Beasley on the wing. Hits it from three-point range.
Beasley. 3.
And Detroit leads by 18. 19 seconds left to play in the final quarter.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
LeBron outside. Releases. And it's hauled in by Lauri Markkanen. There's the three, and it's sent back by Russell. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Russell. And so Detroit takes this one by a big margin. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an
Welcome to 2K Sports. We've got live NBA basketball headed your way on this fine Wednesday afternoon. Brian Anderson here. With me tonight are analysts Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill, and our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Here we go.
And so here is Chicago. Inside. Outside Irving. The three is up. Chicago with a rebound. And Richard, we talked about Victor Wembanyama. 7'4". Skilled. Did you ever think we'd see a player like him?
Maybe in about 20 years, but we're seeing more and more hybrids. He is just an outlier that we have never seen before. The tallest player in the league and one of the most skilled.
And Booker with the jam.
And we've spoken about Booker's two-way abilities. There we saw it all in one sequence. He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Here's Kemp. Fires the three. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Chicago with the ball. Wembanyama screen. Jacks up a three. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. Here's Sampson. George outside. Pass to Sampson. Off the mark there with a three.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Booker with it. Irving picks him up. From deep, Wembanyama. That one no good.
Well done on the glass. Gets himself in position where he can use his size.
Sampson.
Ralph Sampson.
Good, and the assist to Wembanyama.
Not the shot I expected him to take or make, but hey, look, joke's on me. He hit it.
Here's Booker. Drops in the layup for two. Booker's got 6.
Woo, Booker showing some power.
Here's Kemp. Pass to Sampson. And the three-pointer goes.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Got a piece of it. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Irving. 1:35 left in the first. From the corner. James, that's good.
You gotta appreciate LeBron's shot selection. He looks to take high percentage shots whenever he can.
Pass to Irving. Here's Kemp. Here's Sampson. They grab their own miss. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
These are his first free throws of the game.
2 shots.
Both shots good from the stripe.
Some big guys struggle at the line, not him. He's put in the work to defy that assumption.
Now here's Booker. He's got 6. No good. 3 for 4 in the game now.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
Now here's Booker. Driving to the basket. And that one's good. Give him 8.
Boy, Booker has so many ways to beat you on that offensive end.
George with it. Guarded by Antetokounmpo. Pure from three-point range.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
For 3, Booker. Chicago with a rebound. It's a one-on-one situation. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
Chicago shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
Poke loose. Here's the break. For three, George. Second chance shot. Here's Sampson. And so it's Chicago with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. Their play has earned them a nice lead, one they'll look to build on as the game continues. We'll be right back with you shortly. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And from what we've seen from Chicago, what's your take so far?
Well, clearly they played well in the first period because of their selfless attitude.
They're playing for one another and focusing on making winning plays. You love to see it.
Defensive mix-up there. He's the last guy you want to leave open.
Here's Gay. Shakes him. Pass to Bird. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Ewing. Giannis with the rebound. Well, Grant, they say early in Giannis's career, he had to work not just on his game, but his attitude.
And that's true, B.A. It wasn't a bad attitude. He just lacked an edge. The ruthless mindset that all great players have. But, man, once he got that edge, he never lost it.
And so here is Chicago, trailing by 5. The three from Wembanyama. And they'll keep possession. There's the three. That shot off. And so it's Carter who brings up the ball for Chicago. Oh, wasted no time on that one. Bird's got himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Fires from way outside. Antetokounmpo can't connect.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistent.
And adding to this lead right now, riding a wave of momentum.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
Pass to Towns. Another three for Chicago.
They're starting to pull away here as their shots keep falling.
Yeah, the D is looking helpless to stop them right now. They're doing whatever they want to do on offense.
And that's how you up the ante. Come right back at them.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
And an intentional foul right there.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Substitution on the court.
Outside Carter. Pass to Gay. There's the drive. And it's Smits with a rebound.
Now, look, this won't go down as a block, but the D made him change his shot, and that was enough.
And there's the screen. Irving for three. Chicago with a rebound. They've led by as many as 11. It's stolen by Irving. Fires for three. Drops in the three. Irving's got himself on the board with a three there.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Pass to Bird. Here's Ewing. The three. That one misses. He's 1 for 3.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Here's Irving. And it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
Reliable approach. Getting the ball in the paint and going to work.
Gay attacking. Oh, he hammers it down in the face of Kawhi Leonard.
And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they play and a confidence they're not afraid to show. McHale, no good. Chicago leading by 5. Pass to Towns. And it's blocked. Here's McHale. And that one's on target from the wing. Fires away from way outside. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Chicago ahead, up 3. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Chicago trails by 3. Here's Irving. Pass to McHale. And another shot. 6 to shoot. Out to Leonard. No good. Not a friendly rim at all this trip down. Here's George. Mutombo with a rebound. This lead is up for grabs.
Yeah, each possession has an importance.
Left side Irving. For the tie. The shot, no good. Chicago leading by 3. Here's Irving. And Irving powers it home.
Did you see the rotation in the air? In control? Outrageous.
Wow, look at his teammates, man. They are pumped. Sinks the tray. Irving's got 8.
Stop it. An incredible move to shake his man. Getting the defender on his heels, doing the rest with ease.
Wembanyama's shot is good.
When Wembanyama goes up, he can be so quick. I mean, the rookie looking very assertive.
Outside Irving. Pass to Smits. Back to Irving. Fires the 3. Chicago with a rebound. Here's Sampson. Mutombo with a rebound. Chicago trails by 4. Outside Irving. Lets it go. And that's good for 2. Irving's got 5 points in the quarter. 1:49 left in the third. Oh, Wembanyama reaches up and throws it down.
And Wembanyama can dunk it basically just standing up. You got to keep him out of the paint.
Honestly, if you're the defense, you should be ashamed not coming up with a steal on that pass.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half.
Tough break for the defense. I mean, he took the hit, but he didn't get the call.
Oh, they get a hand on it. It's stolen by Irving. Up top, George. No points yet. Ooh, Wembanyama, just too good.
Yeah, you've got to worry about Wembanyama everywhere. He puts a defense to the test.
Nails it from 3.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not. The way he can elevate over a defender from deep, very tough to contain outside the arc.
And so it's Irving who brings up the ball for Chicago. 7-point differential. Here's Smits. Basket is good. Nice setup from Irving. Smits has got his first 3 points of the game.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Leonard outside. Pass to Mutombo. Puts up a 3. Chicago with a rebound. They've led by as many as 11. Here's Sampson. Here's Wembanyama. In traffic, Wemby goes to work.
Yeah, terrific follow-through from Wembanyama, proving he has a good head on his shoulders.
Irving for three. Here's Smits. Back to Leonard. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
And that'll do it for the third quarter. Chicago ahead, up 4. Don't go away. We'll be back momentarily.
42.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Here's Carter. Nifty move. The shot no good. Booker with the defensive effort. Pass to Wembanyama. Beyond the arc. Wemby showing off the range.
Yeah, you've got to worry about Wembanyama everywhere. He puts a defense to the test.
Here's Bird. Rejected by James. To take the lead. And it's Bird with a rebound. And here's the fast break. Carter with it. Now guarded by Booker. Stolen by Wembanyama. The three, James. All the way, the King! And taking a quick gander here at the hustle stats for Chicago.
They've been defending with excellent anticipation all game long. Just look at how many times they've managed to get their hands on the ball.
And they've also been so active defensively, getting deflections, forcing turnovers, and scoring off of them.
Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Gay. Knocks down the long J. And Chicago leads by 1.
Some players shrink when the pressure's on, but he lives for these moments.
Now Booker to the middle. Here's James. And it's Bird with a rebound.
That's just a bucket like you expect him to make. It's tough when you miss those.
Here's the three. Another three for Chicago.
I like this wrinkle. Put LeBron off the ball and then make a play for him.
To the right side. Towns for three. Chicago with a rebound. Booker with it. Now Carter defending. A minute 53 left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. And out of bounds, it'll be Chicago ball.
Brutal play at this point. It's frustrating because they've battled so hard all night.
Gay outside. Towns outside. Over to the wing. The three. And Ewing gets it to go.
Yeah, just a solid passer. Towns relishes his role as leader of this team, wanting to set up his teammates.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Rudy Gay. That's his first foul of the game.
First team. Substitution on the court.
A minute 31 left to play in the fourth quarter. It's Booker on the wing. Pass to Bird. To the paint. Here's Wembanyama. Oh, Wembanyama making it look easy.
No fear in this young man. We're already getting a sense of Wembanyama's killer instinct.
This is the very definition of a back-and-forth contest.
Yes, neither side taking its foot off the gas. I'm expecting a spectacular finish.
Pass to Smits. Back to Booker. Leaner from distance. It's hauled in by Sampson.
He made that way more difficult than it had to be with that leaning jumper. As a result, he comes away empty.
This might be a turning point.
Massive possession here.
Here's Smits. Three-pointer off the mark. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Irving for three. And it's Bird with a rebound. And James has got the ball here for Chicago. They trail by 1.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
Wembanyama screen. Launches a 3. The 3 won't fall. And now we've got an intentional foul.
Yeah, no, you had to do that. I mean, you can't allow them to dribble out the time.
He gets the first, and that'll put him up 2. And so both free throws good, and it's a 3-point game.
The last make was huge. Now, realistically, the worst-case scenario for them is OT.
Timeout called here. Chicago decides to talk it over. What do you think Coach will be drawing up here?
No choice but to go for the 3. Maybe set up a screen to carve out some space and get a clean look.
Can they tie it?
Can he count it? Yes, he can.
Yeah.
Now, that's how you end the quarter.
That's a big-time shot by a big-time player. Now, they asked him for a 3, and he delivered.
Regulation is ended. And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest. Here's Sampson. Pass to Irving. Here's Sampson. For 3, George drains the triple. George has gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game.
Put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
Booker for 3. Kept alive. Controls the rebound and the putback.
I always love the hard work on the glass. Just great activity.
Here's George. And the jam by George.
I like when Paul looks to score inside because he's more than capable of dunking it through.
Shoots a fadeaway. It's rebounded by George. Outside Wembanyama. Pass to Sampson. It's going to be on LeBron James. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Sampson. He hits the first one, and that increases the lead to 6. Second one is good, getting both at the line. And it's a 7-point game.
He knows how important it is converting at the line and building up his lead.
George with it. Takes a 3. Sinks it from distance.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
Chicago with the ball. It's a 12-2 run here. Good pace.
I have to admit, I mean, it's always a tough decision for the ref on the block charge call.
That free throw good from Irving. Both free throws good from Irving.
Calm and cool, and his free throws put a bow on this one. Nice way to finish the game up.
This OT has been somewhat lackluster, mainly because both teams are clearly exhausted.
And that one's good. James.
They've been a different squad here in overtime. I'm just not seeing the same energy level.
Kemp, good.
They've been a different squad here in overtime. I'm just not seeing the same energy level.
And so Chicago takes the win. It was touch and go there for a while, but in overtime, they caught a second win.
They really did, and it was wild. Everything it took just to get to the extra period, and then their surge at the end, whew,
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Grant Hill, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.